Today's story is about two classmates who did not like each other at all, but circumstances locked them in a place where it was very difficult to survive, and they were stuck with each other on an island for months after that. How they survive on that island and what they do with each other we will see in today's whole story. So hello friends, my name is Ishita, and today's story starts by showing us a beautiful girl named Emma who wakes up early in the morning and gets ready to go to her school. Emma is a very good and famous student in her school who has a lot of friends. On the other hand, we see Dean, who is a very lazy boy compared to Emma, and he wakes up late in the morning and after going straight to the bathroom and brushing his teeth immediately comes back and sits to play video games. Then his father Jack tells him that you will be late for school. There we see Emma and we see her younger sister Stacy being dropped off at school by their mother Barbara. Emma then arrives at school to meet her best friend Liz. Liz meets Emma, and while they were talking a student named Stephen comes and says hi to Emma, and seeing this Liz starts teasing Emma. Now on the same day in the class, Mr. Christiansen, who is their teacher, tells that the bus will leave for the trip to Trinity Island at 7 a.m. the next morning, and while he was telling further, Emma reaches the class late and Dean also comes from behind and collides with Emma and says sorry princess to her. After this, when Mr. Christiansen was giving more information about the trip, Liz tells Emma that Dean is also going on the trip because of his father's money, and then she makes a face seeing Dean. Now during lunch, Liz tells her friends what happened between Emma and Stephen in the morning and says that after going on the trip we will have a week to use our magic to make Emma do action with Stephen, but Emma says that we should leave all this aside and focus on the trip now. When everyone was talking, Emma's attention fell on Dean, who was cutting an apple with a knife. Now after a while, Miss Collier, who is a teacher, comes to Dean and scolds him for bringing a knife to school and then takes him to the principal's office. Then Liz tells her friends that Emma should not be with boys like Dean when a hot boy from school likes Emma. Then the next day Emma gets ready for the trip and thanks her mother Barbara and father Phil for letting her go on the trip. On the other hand, Dean does not want to go on the trip, so his father Jack tells him that even after he broke the school rules they worked so hard to get him a place on the trip, after which he agrees to go. Now next we see that Mr. Christiansen asks everyone to get on the bus. Now while getting on the bus, Stephen asks Emma, how are you, to which Liz makes Emma get on again, but Emma does not pay attention to that. Now after some time she is seen with a trainee dad. They reach the island, and while getting off the bus, Miss Collier tells everyone that they can all enjoy themselves in the pool for a while, but everyone has to come before dinner and the program will start from the next day. Now after some time, Emma and all her friends go to the pool where Emma meets Stephen and everyone starts having fun in the pool together, but Dean is all alone watching all this from the balcony. Now that evening, one of Emma's friends, Liz, comes and tells Emma that Stephen has invited him to a party which is happening in a local boat here. But Emma refuses to hear this, but her friends insist and convince her. After that they come to the boat for the party, and after reaching there, Emma starts looking for Helen in the party, but then she sees that Stephen is kissing some other girl, and seeing this Emma starts leaving from there, and Dean is also watching all this from the same side. Then he tells Emma that your boyfriend is having fun. Then she tells Dean that you should not have anything to do with all this. Now suddenly police arrives there because they got to know that students are taking drugs in the party, and they ask everyone to come to the front of the boat. Then suddenly Emma slips and falls in the water. Dean sees her falling, he also jumps in the water to save her. Then he takes her to a small boat. The rope of that boat was attached to the big boat. Dean cuts that rope, and when Emma asks him, he says that he has to go to the police. We don't want to get into trouble. After the police leave, we will reach the big boat, but within a short time that boat goes far away from them, and then a storm is about to start there, but Dean sees that there is no motor in it. Then suddenly a big wave comes in front of them and both of them hold the boat tightly. After this it becomes morning, and due to the waves both of them reached the Arabian Sea with the boat. Dean's phone was also missed, so he asks Emma to give him her phone, but there was no network in Emma's phone. Then Emma tells Dean that we should have followed the party boat. Then Dean says that don't worry, someone will come to pick us up. They were talking, then suddenly Emma sees an island at a distance, after which Dean starts taking the boat towards that island, and after a lot of difficulties both of them reach that island, and after reaching there Emma again starts the phone's network, looks at that there is no network there either. Then Dean finds a flare gun on the boat and takes it. Then both of them start moving ahead in the hope that they will get some help. On the other hand, due to last night's party in the hotel, Mr. Christiansen cancels the trip. Then Lizzie tells Miss Collier that Emma has not returned to the hotel and she thought that maybe Emma was with someone else last night, so she did not tell anyone. She tells that she last saw Emma on the party board. After this, Mr. Christiansen takes everyone's attendance and he comes to know that Dean is also not present there. Now he comes to know that Dean and Emma are both missing from the group. After this, the police come and interrogate Emma's friends. Then Miss Collier asks the police if there is any way to find him. Then the police, it is said that such cases happen often. Maybe he comes back on his own, but if he is stuck somewhere in the sea, then it can be a bit difficult to find both of them. And when Dean's father comes to know that his son is lost, he immediately goes to school and meets Emma's mother Barbara there, and at the same time Phil also comes there, and here everyone gets worried and starts asking the principal about the loss of both the children, but the principal is not able to give any proper answer, after which the three of them leave from there. Emma and Dean were moving ahead, and after walking some distance they see a beautiful waterfall inside the forest. Dean likes it very much, so he asks Emma to take a picture of it, but Emma refuses. She says that we are stuck here and you like it here. It is said that such cases happen often. Maybe he comes back on his own, but if he is stuck somewhere in the sea, then it can be a bit difficult to find both of them. And when Dean's father comes to know that his son is lost, he immediately goes to school and meets Emma's mother Barbara there, and at the same time Phil also comes there, and here everyone gets worried and starts asking the principal about the loss of both the children, but the principal is not able to give any proper answer, after which the three of them leave from there. Emma and Dean were moving ahead, and after walking some distance they see a beautiful waterfall inside the forest. Dean likes it very much, so he asks Emma to take a picture of it, but Emma refuses. She says that we are stuck here and you like it here. I am thinking that I needed good roots for the project in this trip. I have to study in Princeton University. If we don't get out of here soon, everything will be ruined. After this they move ahead, and after a few hours both of them reach the shore of this island, but till now they had neither found any way nor any help. Seeing this, they think of going back to the boat. After that, both of them go back to the boat and see that their boat is not on the shore. The sea wave had taken the boat somewhere, and now they only find a life jacket there. Then we see that they were tired of walking the whole day, and the sun also sets. After this, Dean lights a fire and both of them decide to stay here tonight. Dean sees that Emma is feeling cold. He takes off his shirt and gives it to Emma. Then both of them start talking that maybe by tomorrow our parents will find us and take us out. Now we see that it is morning, and Dean wakes up and sees that Emma is not there, so he goes to find her and sees that Emma is writing SOS on the seashore. Then he asks, "What are you doing?" She says, "I am trying to save my life and we have to find water to drink." After that, Dean goes swimming and Emma starts looking at him on the other side in the hotel. Mr. Christiansen tells their parents about Emma and Dean, that the police are searching for them and the police have found a small boat on which probably both of them were. Then Jack says that if the police is not able to do anything, then we can hire a private rescue team, but Mr. Christiansen says that the police is doing its job well and they will find the children as soon as possible. Then we see that Emma is taking water to drink when she notices something strange. She starts feeling that someone is around her and is watching her, so she gets scared and leaves from there. After this, both of them together make a small hut with leaves to save themselves from the sun, and after a while Emma writes SOS in a big way on the seashore so that if the rescue team passes by here they can find it. Then both of them start searching and eating whatever they find edible on this island, and Dean finds a banana tree, so he breaks it and eats both the trees. Now it is very hot on this island and Emma cannot wear full pants and she cannot even wear panties, so she cuts her full pants and makes them short. After this, Emma sees that Dean is sleeping in that hut, so she also comes near him and sleeps. Then suddenly Dean turns towards Emma and puts his hand on her, but Emma likes it and she does not say anything. Then the next day, when Emma is bathing in the waterfall, when Dean comes and asks her for sunscreen, Emma tells Dean that I am bathing here, you go to the other side. Dean says that you yourself have asked me to guard here. Hearing this, Emma says that there is someone else in this island, that is why I told you to go to the hotel there. In the news, Barb was very worried about Emma and it was being told that the case of Emma and Dean's disappearance has become official, and now the police think that both of them are dead and now they are searching for their bodies. And Phil was getting ready to go home because Emma's younger sister Stacy is alone at home, but Barbara is still home. Then Phil tells Barb that Emma will be found, and saying this he hugs her, after which the next day Jack takes a helicopter with Barb and leaves to search for Emma and Dean, and after some time it is going to be night on the Island and Emma is telling Dean that she is missing her family a lot. Then Dean finds a human skull there. Emma gets very scared after seeing it and says that like us he must have also got stuck here. And this is his condition, and now our condition may also become like this. But Dean tells him that this may have been a fisherman or a smuggler who died here but left behind USWE have our parents and we are not alone here, and assures her that if we keep giving like this to each other then we will never die here and one day we will definitely go back home. And after saying this he starts kissing Emma was kissing someone for the first time and she was also enjoying it, and now it was night too. Then what was to happen? Dean crosses all limits and a storm comes on the island, and Emma was very happy to enjoy this storm for the first time. Then after morning Emma wakes up and sees that Dean is not here. Then she starts calling Dean but she could not find him. Then Emma gets very scared and goes into the forest to find him, and after going a little further she sees that Dean is digging a pit. Then Emma was not able to understand why Dean is doing this. Then suddenly Emma falls and she gets hurt on her knee, after which Dean immediately comes to heal her injury seems like and tells her that nothing will happen to you. Then both of them start bathing in the waterfall. Here Dean tells Emma that his mother died in a car accident and Emma starts listening to him carefully. Then after a while it starts raining and Dean starts enjoying it and Emma is happy to see him, after which both of them start dancing in the rain and Dean puts a flower in Emma's hair. Now Emma tells Dean that I want to enjoy the storm again. Then Dean starts preparing to bring the storm once again. Now it is told in the news that 1 month has passed since Emma and Dean went missing, and the police think that they are no longer alive, so the police have stopped looking for them officially. But Emma's friend still feels that Emma and Dean are still alive, and Burb also feels the same, and he takes a helicopter with Jack to find his daughter. Emma goes to look for her again and finds both of them. To find them better, everyone is distributing slips on which information about Emma and Dean is given. After doing all this, Jack tells Barbara that they have tried everything but still they are not able to find Emma and Dean. Now they should probably return home. Hearing this, Barbara becomes sad and goes home. On the other hand, Dean is telling Emma about the green light about which his mother had told him, and he tells that light is seen during sunset, but Dean has never seen that light till date. Now a few more weeks pass here and both of them start enjoying the beautiful environment of the island. They bathe in the sea and have a lot of fun, and in this way they come very close to each other, and whenever they feel like it they keep enjoying storms and earthquakes. Now after all this, Emma asks Dean, how did you do it the first time and who was she? Dean says that when I was in school I had a friend who was older than me. Now Dean knew that this was Emma's first time, so he asks her, how did you like it? She says that it was good, but because of the storm sand went to the wrong places. After this, Emma says that I want to have more experience, so Dean says that okay. Now we see that both of them go to the forest to bring some fruits, and Dean goes a little further and starts plucking fruit. Then suddenly they hear the sound of a plane. Then both of them start running towards the open space, and Dean quickly comes and sees that plane. Dean starts looking for the flare gun in Emma's bag to give a signal, but he doesn't find it. But by then the plane goes far away from them. Then Emma again starts looking for the flare gun, but she doesn't find it either. Emma thinks that there is someone else on that island who is stealing their things. Then we see that a few more days have passed, but only one plane has passed over them till now, and no one has come to save them. Both of them sit in the hut and start talking that they should now give up the hope of going back home and decide to spend their time with each other in the forest. Then suddenly Dean hears the sound of an animal, and Dean goes into the forest to find that animal. Emma starts worrying. She goes closer and both of them are very happy and start kissing, and the story ends with this scene about Dean, and she also goes after him. As soon as Dean goes a little ahead and looks, he sees a black panther and starts running away. He runs away and runs far away. After leaving, he suddenly falls on the ground, and when Emma runs to Dean, she sees that Dean has a blood-soaked knife and he has killed a black panther. Then we see that all the friends and parents of Emma and Dean start their life without them, and here Emma and Dean have also learned to live on the island and have decided to spend their life here because the hope they had that someone would come to save them was also over. Now they have also learned to hunt and live here by making a hut and leaving all the hopes. They start spending their days happily with each other. Then one day Emma starts vomiting. Then Dean, seeing this, asks her, are you going to die? Emma says that she is pregnant. No, vomiting just happened like that. After this, Emma lies down with Dean to feel better, but while they both are talking, Emma's lost things start falling from above, and when both of them look up, there is a monkey on the tree who is throwing their things, and they see that the monkey also has the flare gun in his hand which Dean had not found that day, so Emma shows a banana to that monkey, then he throws the gun down, after which they hear the sound of a helicopter from above, so they run to an open place and Emma loads the gun and fires, then the helicopter people see them, after which they are rescued from there, and now finally both of them come back after 3 months, and at the airport Emma and Dean's friends and parents meet them. Emma says that she is pregnant, no vomiting just happened like that. After this Emma lies down with Dean to feel better, but while they both are talking, Emma's lost things start falling from above, and when both of them look up there is a monkey on the tree who is throwing their things, and they see that the monkey also has the flare gun in his hand, which Dean had not found that day, so Emma shows a banana to that monkey, then he throws the gun down, after which they hear the sound of a helicopter from above, so they run to an open place and Emma loads the gun and fires, then the helicopter people see them, after which they are rescued from there, and now finally both of them come back after 3 months, and at the airport Emma and Dean's friends and parents meet them. They become very happy after meeting each other, after which both their parents take them to their respective homes. After coming home, Dean goes to meet Emma that night and they talk about how strange it feels to be back home, and here Dean is about to kiss Emma, but Emma does not do so and says that every 10 minutes her parents are coming to meet her. Now maybe you should leave from here, and says that my parents have organized a party to celebrate our return, so you also have to come. Then the next day everyone gathers at the party and Emma's parents start saying something to everyone about their children's return. After this Stacy asks Dean why he is not with everyone, then Dean says that I do not like to mingle with everyone. After this Dean signals Emma to come with him, but Emma does not come and ignores him, and seeing this Dean leaves the party. After this everything becomes as before, and when Emma returns from the island she becomes very famous, but Dean still remains lonely, and whenever Emma and Dean pass by each other they just look at each other. Then after a few days Emma calls Dean, but Dean does not pick up the call. After that we see that Stacy goes to Emma's room and tells her that after you disappeared we missed you a lot, and Mom and Dad were also very upset. We thought that maybe we have lost you completely, but today we are all together and very happy. Then Emma tells Stacy that you are my very good sister, and then both of them decide to go to the prom party together. On the other hand, we see Dean who goes to his mother's grave and cries a lot, missing his mother. Now on the night of the prom party Dean is watching TV, then his father asks him if he should wear his coat to the party. On the other hand, Emma reached the party with her sister, after which Liz comes to her and starts taking Emma forward to give her a surprise, and then Emma sees that Dean is standing outside in the rain wearing a coat and is waiting for Emma. Seeing this Emma starts remembering all those things of the island. After this, coming out of the party, Emma goes to Dean's house. She goes closer and both of them are very happy and start kissing, and the story ends with